Alright guys, this one was a request from many of you, but as you can see now, if I start up the game, I'm actually going to go to these stairs I've just made right here. So I've just made these by dragging in some cubes. But you will notice now if I click play and run my character over to these cubes, or the staircase, I actually cannot climb up the stairs. Now you could just put a collider on it like a ramp so you can walk up it, but I don't like doing that because it's kind of very artificial and you kind of float above the steps. But if you take a look here, you will see if I click on the low poly man and I'll put it in the scene view, you can see the collider is actually just bringing up solid in the bottom of that step. Now there are numerous ways to remedy this, but I have a personal favorite that I like. I took the inspiration actually from the Souls game. I believe they do the same thing. But basically we're going to make a floating collider that will still keep us grounded, but simultaneously not bring up with things at our feet. So let's actually go to the capsule collider. Let's change the height to 1. And then we'll change the center on the Y to 1. Actually, let's put the height at 1.6. And that looks perfect. So right now we have our feet no longer a part of the collider, as you can see, but we sink into the ground. Now, we're going to remedy this bit with some additions to our script, specifically in the handle falling method. So let's open up our player Locomotion. It's actually very straightforward and very simple. Right at the top of the script here, we're only going to need to add one variable. So let's just say vector3. And then we're going to call this target position. And then down here, just a little bit, right here where we're checking for the sphere cast, we're going to say right above is an air timer. We're going to say vector3 raycast hit point. So this is wherever the raycast touches the ground equals hit point. So wherever the raycast is hitting the ground, we're going to make that this variable position. So it's going to come out and shoot down and touch the ground, hopefully right below your feet. And then we're going to say target position dot y is equal to raycast hit point dot y. Okay, so you follow me so far. We're taking the y component, so we're going to shoot a raycast out from under us. It's going to touch the ground right here, and we're saving the height of that position. That's all we're doing so far. And now if we are grounded, we're going to do something with that height. So let's go down here. Right below here, we're going to say at the end of the function, this is important, this is the last thing you're going to check for. If the player is grounded and we are not jumping, what we want to do is actually make our new position the position we just saved. So it would be if player manager dot is interacting, or our input manager movement is above 0. We're just going to blend it so it doesn't look as jittery. So if we're in the middle of an animation or we're moving forward, we're going to say transform.position equals vector3 dot lerp between the current transform.position and our new target position. And we're going to do that by time.delta time, we'll say divided by 0.1f. If we're not interacting or moving, we can just make the transition a hard, sharp cut. We can just say transform.position equals target position. And we forgot to assign our target position at the start, so let's do that real quick. It's very simple, just right up to the top here. We're going to say target position equals transform.position. So all this is doing essentially is it's checking for the floor below us, and if you are grounded, it's going to push our model up out of the ground and make our collider float, essentially. And that's all it's really doing. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just checking for the height, and it's adjusting our character's model based on if we are grounded or not. So let's actually jump into the game now and take a look at what that does. We'll save that and minimize, and we'll hit play. And as you can see, jumping is not impeded. My feet are above the ground, and I can jump down here. And if I run to the staircase, I'm able to go right up it and right back down it with ease. And that is awesome. So I'll show you guys now in the scene view as well. You can see what's happening with the collider. Just let me get the mouse over here. Where am I going? Goodness, I can't see. Okay, there we are. Let's adjust this right on the side here and get a nice view. There we go. Now I'll highlight the player so you can see the capsule collider. And as you can see, we are actually floating. The capsule collider is above the ground, and we're able to just completely negate the effects of the stair colliders. That is pretty cool. So I hope you guys found this helpful, short, sweet, and to the point. If you did like it, be sure to drop a like. It does help my series get around. If you're feeling generous, leave a comment to appease the YouTube algorithm gods. And if you're feeling like a total champion, check out my Patreon below, and I will see you guys in the next one.